Hey everybody, it's Uncle Scott. Welcome back to the QwerkyReax channel, and happy Thanksgiving if you're celebrating. If you're not, happy holidays. It's about that time of year anyway. First things first, if you don't want to hear me talk about what today's video is going to be, it's a little bit different than my normal videos. I always chapter my videos, guys, so feel free to scroll or, move along to the content part. Won't be mad at you. I won't even know. So if that's what you want to do, feel free. If not, if you're sticking around, I just wanted to say today's video is a little bit different because I was feeling kind of in the spirit of the holiday and feeling thankful, feeling grateful for a few things. And number one of them being Ren and discovering his music and being able to share it with so many people, but then also all of you. So I thought I would put together a montage of some of the or all of the people who've come on the channel to react to Hi Ren. It's the first video I ever show anybody from Ren, and it has kind of been such a cool thing to do where I get to show his art and his talent and his music to other people. And I think the reason I'm saying this is also to you guys is because I think we all live vicariously through people watching it for the first time. That's why Hi Ren reaction videos are so sought after and watched on YouTube, is because we all want to relive that moment when we first saw it and it blew our minds. So watching it happen with other people is so gratifying and heartwarming that I think that's why it's so appealing to all of us and why we watch so many of them. So what I did today was, it took me a little bit, but I put together all 12 of the people that I brought on the channel, strangers that I brought in, friends, and even old colleagues, whoever really I could find, I would bring on to the channel so that they could learn about Ren and react to Ren. I mean, I've told Uber drivers about it, bartenders about it. Everyone I meet, I tell about Ren, and some of them I convinced to come on the channel. So that's what today's video is going to be. It's going to be a montage. If you're a fan of the channel, you know that I usually stop Hi Ren to check in with my guests at two different places. One right after he does the acapella, I am you, you are me, you are I am we, that kind of thing. And then another time when he does a thing where he gets ready to really go off. I used some clips of their reactions during those times. So you'll see them reacting as it's happening, and then you'll also get little doses of what they said during those moments. And then at the end, you really get an idea of how they felt about about hearing Hi Ren for the first time. I will chapter all of these breaks if you want to just jump to them, but I'm guessing you're probably going to want to watch Hi Ren again for the 8,000th time anyway, just like me. I will say, when putting this together, it was kind of nostalgic for me. I mean, I started this YouTube channel in the middle of May, so it's been just over 6 months and just under 150 videos, I think, at this point. And crazily enough, there's also, I never tell you guys to subscribe. I mean, if you want to come back, I appreciate you, but I never kind of push that on anybody. And somehow we've gotten to I think we're over 9,000. I think we hit 9,000 subscribers last week. I only mentioned that because I was planning on doing a special thing at 10,000 subscribers. So, I'm not telling you to subscribe. I'm just saying stay tuned for that, because if I do hit 10,000, I do have a little thing planned that I think will be fun. Not blowing it out of proportion here, just saying I think it'll be a blast. So stick around for that, for when hopefully it eventually happens. Other than that, guys, like I said, I just wanted to say thank you for all your positive comments and your reinforcement when I was sick and with the roof leak in my apartment and me losing my job. You've really been awesome, and it has restored my faith in humanity. And it also, I think, is because the music is what brought us together, and it's what we nerd out over. You guys have heard I nerd out over movies with you guys and music with you guys, and just the film production and how it all happens during music videos. And I absolutely love it. It truly has gotten me through some really rough patches lately. So I really appreciate all of you. I don't think there's a chance in hell that Ren sees this video, but if he does, this is a love letter to you, man. Like, seriously. And I mean that in the most altruistic of ways, because if you watch this, you're going to hear how people completely unguided by me. All I did was bring them in and show them your music, and they all just have this incredible reaction to it. And I know that, you know, Ren isn't doing well right now, guys. We've all been sending positive healing energy to him, which I think is awesome. And I continue to do that, obviously, as well. But I know that he has said at times through his music on Instagram how some days are harder than others in realizing, I mean, he even says it in Hi Ren that there's doubt there, and, you know, it's hard to get through some of these days. And if he does hear this, or if we can send him these vibes of letting him know that, man, you've changed so many lives for the better, and people grow communities around your music, which I can't imagine a better feeling than that, than knowing that you've really influenced people in such a positive way. So thank you for that. Seriously, please get better soon. Really looking forward to the music you've got coming out, but also even the music you've already put out has changed so many people. If you haven't seen some of the reactors, like if you see someone on the screen right now, please be sure to check out their stuff, their actual full reaction, because there's some really thoughtful people on the channel. People seeing stuff that I didn't even think to see. So I only give you a little smattering in this video, but I hope you all enjoy it. I think it's a lot of fun, and I hope, you know, it turns out to be the treat for you that I wanted it to be, because it was kind of a treat for me to put together, if I'm being honest. It was a pain in the ass. Don't get me wrong. Editing it was a pain in the ass. But putting it all together and like seeing how it came together at the end was kind of cool. And none of that would have happened without all of you and all your positive reinforcement to keep doing it and keep showing it to other people. Oh, by the way, I do have an idea of how to get even more people to see Ren's music. So gearing up for that when I can. There's some logistical things I have to do to pull it off, but I have an idea. I think I have an idea of how I'm going to do it, and that's going to be really cool when I get that done too. I just wanted to say thank you to you guys. And I'll say my tagging message now, because I'm not going to come back on at the end of the video, and say, especially during the holidays, please don't wait for life to be easy to be happy. Happy Thanksgiving if you're celebrating, and enjoy this little treat, little morsel of Ren. Self-taught, by the way.
Wow. It's like a Spanish influence here. We got.
Hi there, Ren. It's been a little while. Did you miss me? You thought you buried me, didn't you? Risky. Cause I always come back. Deep down you know that. Deep down you know I'm always in periphery. Ren, are you pleased to see me? It's been weeks since we spoke, bro. I know you need me. You're the sheep, I'm the shepherd. Not your place to lead me. Not your place to be biting off the hand that feeds me. Hi, Ren. I've been taking some time to be distant. I've been taking some time to be still. I've been taking some time to be by myself since my therapist told me I'm ill. And I've been making some progress lately, and I've learned some new coping skills. So I haven't really needed you much, man. I think we need to just step back and chill. Ren, you sound more insane than I do. You think that those doctors are really there to guide you? Been through this a million times. Your civilian mind is so perfect to always being lied to. Okay, take another pill, boy. Drown yourself in the sound of white noise. Follow this 10-step program, rejoice. All your problems will be gone. Fucking dumb boy. Nah, mate, this time is different, man. Trust me. I feel like things might be falling in place, and my music's been kinda doing bits too. Like I actually might do something great, and when I'm gone, maybe I'll be remembered for doing something special with myself. That's why I don't think that we should talk, man. Cause when you're with me, it never seems to help. You think that you can amputate me? I am you, you are me, you are I am we are one. Split in two, that makes one. So you see, you gotta kill you if you wanna kill me.
Wow.
Oh my God. This guy is intense.
Dude. Okay, first of all, I already have so much to say.
I was getting real into that, honestly.
Whoa. I will just say, I did not expect the voice. I did not expect even the rapping part. I'm blown away.
Wow, it's like the debate between yourself and just like what's constantly going on in your mind.
That, his guitar playing, beautiful.
Super cool. I love the guitar playing. Wow.
It blended so many different styles of music, and then he just came out with a rap, and it's like, wow. I had no idea where this was going.
It gives me an Eminem vibe.
I mean, as an actor, I have so much respect for a singer who can actually, a lot of times I feel like there are singers that will be singing their lyrics and there's not really any connection to it, and they have these gorgeous voices, which is awesome, but there's no connection to what they're saying. But here he's like literally taking on two entirely different characters, at least thus far in the song, which I think is very, very cool.
Holy cow. Talk about acting and music.
I really like how he is setting up this song as a conversation with himself.
Because you can clearly tell the difference between the two voices. One person is being reasonable. The other person speaking, I believe that's his unhealed version.
Music-wise, fantastic, but even like subtleties and like even how it's shot in films, like he could have just had one light straight on, but he had it two ways, so he has two different shadows representing like the two different versions of himself as well.
And the split personality, the voices, it's like the voices in the head that are battling. That's true for everybody.
It's storytelling at its finest.
Now I want to hear the rest of this.
I'm not leftover dinner, I'm not scraps on the side. Oh, your music is thriving, delusional guy. Where's your top 10 hit? Where's your interview with Oprah? Wow, your Grammys, Ren? Nowhere. Yeah, but my music's not commercial like that. I never chase numbers, statistics or stats. I never write hooks for the radio, they never even play me, so why would I concern myself with that? But my music is really connecting, and the people who find it respect it. And for me that's enough, cause this life's been tough, so it gives me a purpose I can rest in. Man, you sound so pretentious. Ren, your music is so self-centered. No one wants to hear another song about how much you hate yourself. Trust me. You should be so lucky, having me inside you to guide you, remind you, to manage expectations, provide you perspective. That thing you neglected, I get it. You wanna be a big deal, next Jimi Hendrix, forget it. Man, it's not like that. Man, it's just like that. I'm inside you, you twat. No, it's not, man, you're wrong. When I write, I belong. Let me break the fourth wall by acknowledging this song. Ren sits down, has a stroke of genius. He wants to write a song that was not done previous. A battle with the subconscious, Eminem did it. Played on guitar, Plan B did it. Man, you're not original, you criminal rip-off artist. The pinnacle of your success is stealing other people's material. Ren, mate, we've heard it all before. She sells seashells on the seashore. Fuck you, I don't need you, I don't need to hear this. Cause I'm fine by myself, I'm a genius. And I will be great, and I will make waves, and I'll shake up the whole world beneath us. That's right, speak your truth, your fucking God complex leaks out of you. It's refreshing to ask for you, say it instead of downplay it. Music is all about the creative process, and if people can find something to relate to within that, then that's just a bonus. Fuck you, I'ma fucking kill you, Ren. Well, fucking kill me then, let's fucking have you, Ren. I'ma do it, watch me prove it. Who are you to doubt my music? Cause I call the shots, I choose if you die. Yeah, I call the shots and so I choose who survives. I'll tie you up in knots when I lock you inside.
Yeah, it's like an open mic night or something.
And the thing is, like, so many of us can relate to this, even if we're not like that extreme, right? Multi-personality, but we have those, you know, we all doubt ourselves, we all, you know, and then there's the side that the creativity that needs to come out, and then like, I gotta be confident enough to share this and to do this. It's all played out right here.
Wow, I love this guy. Oh my God, the raw truth.
I like the way he expresses like the power struggle between his intrusive thoughts, which is like the more intense thoughts. Like the music gets more intense once he starts talking, and then the more, I guess, like fearful side where he's like, what if these people don't accept me, but like I just want to make music for myself.
How many times a day do we just have that negative self-talk? And it's really emotional because you can see the pain in his eyes, and it's making me a little emotional because he's trying
so hard to push through those voices.
Yeah, I'm like speechless. I'm like, wow, I've never seen anything like this before. This is incredible.
In a way, I feel like not even just artists can relate to this, but people in general who just deal with insecurity and mental health issues, where it's like everything is going great one moment, and then here goes your mind spiraling.
I like the bit where he's like calling out the fourth wall. He breaks the fourth wall, and the whole song is doing it like throughout, which I think is so neat. Like this is a type of like a genre that I have never heard before, and I'm just, like so interested of how he's. I want to like know how he writes.
Oh God, yeah, I'm in it. I'm totally in it.
Newsflash! I was created at the dawn of creation. I am temptation. I am the snake in Eden. I am the reason for treason. Beheading all kings, I am sin, with no rhyme or reason. Son of the morning, Lucifer, Antichrist, father of lies. Mephistophelies, truth in a blender, deceitful pretender, the banished avenger, the righteous surrender when standing in front of my solar eclipse. My name is stitched to your lips, so you see, I won't bow to the will of a mortal. Feeble and normal, you wanna kill me, I'm eternal immortal. I live in every decision that catalyzes chaos, that causes division. I live inside death, the beginning of end. I am you, you are me, I am you, Ren. Hi Ren, I've been taking some time to be distant. I've been taking some time to be still. I've been taking some time to be by myself, and I've spent half my life ill. But just as sure as the tide starts turning, just as sure as the night has dawned, just as sure as the rainfall soon runs dry when you stand in an eye of a storm. I was made to be tested and twisted. I was made to be broken and beat. I was made by his hand, it's all part of his plan that I stand on my own 2 feet. And you know me, my will is eternal. And you know me, you've met me before. Face to face with a beast, I will rise from the east and I'll settle on the ocean floor. And I go by many names also. Some people know me as hope. Some people know me as the voice that you hear when you loosen the noose on the rope. And you know how I know that I'll prosper? Cause I stand here beside you today. I have stood in the flames that cremated my brain, and I didn't once flinch or shake. So cower at the man I've become when I sing from the top of my lungs. That I won't retire, I'll stand in your fire, inspire that me to be strong. And when I am gone I will rise in the music that I left behind. Ferocious, persistent, immortal like you, we're a climate different side. When I was 17 years old, I shouted out into an empty room, into a blank canvas, that I would defeat the forces of evil. And for the next 10 years of my life, I suffered the consequences, with autoimmunity, illness, and psychosis. As I got older, I realized there were no real winners and there were no real losers in psychological warfare, but there were victims and there were students. It wasn't David versus Goliath. It was a pendulum, eternally swaying from the dark to the light. And the more intensely that the light shone, the darker the shadow it cast. It was never really a battle for me to win. It was an eternal dance. And like a dance, the more rigid I became, the harder it got. The more I cursed my clumsy footsteps, the more I struggled.
So I got older, and I learned to relax, and I learned to soften, and that dance got easier. It is this eternal dance that separates human beings from angels, from demons, from gods. And I must not forget, we must not forget, that we are human beings.
Hi, Ren. Yes, 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 and yes. Well, what an evolved human being.
That was beautiful, especially the piece at the end.
Wow, that's so powerful. I need a minute to process, you know.
I'm speechless.
That is the appropriate response.
Wow. Oh, that is a great way to end the video. What?
I am so proud of him. I just want to hug him because of all he's been through.
That was pretty cool, I gotta say.
So everything was tied together very nicely. Like, it wasn't something I would be like, ew, this is annoying. Oh my gosh, this is too much rap. Because I personally don't like a lot of rap. But if I can understand the words and it's like, okay, you've got me pretty much, you've got me in the loop. I'm pulled in, I'm hooked, and I could hear what he was saying clearly, and everything made sense. And like just the way he pulled and made references, like, okay, I understand these references. It's not just some random rap.
He said so much in 9 minutes.
It like hit me a little bit. I was like, oh shit. When he started talking about the internal dance and how every time you cursed your feet, every time you became stiff, every time you thought about it a little too much, it became exponentially harder for you to continue on.
Right.
And in real life, dancing, you can't be stiff.
He's really remarkable. He's fresh. He's original. He's authentic. I'm very, very impressed with him.
That was a play. That was a musical. That was a song. That was a monologue. Wow.
You know, I said I like when people can bend genres, and I like that. Yeah, this really wasn't. I don't know how I would describe this genre of music, and I kind of like that. It's so open and like fluid and willing to like mix in different elements of different genres, and yeah, I thought that was really, really neat.
And you know, a lot of songs these days I feel like are the same 4 chords and very surface level, and like the instrumentation that he had and the music, it's just nothing like you've heard.
It starts with that like almost Spanish guitar, right? And then he goes into the yodeling. And then we get to almost like rapping partway through. And then, I mean, so many styles.
And it's not just him singing. It's not just a song. It is truly like a performance. It's a, like I said earlier, it really does. He takes on these 2 roles, which I know are kind of his voices in his head, but these 2 really distinct roles, and he truly like takes on each one and also switches between them so fast, but it's never unclear which person he is at what time, which I think is a hard thing to do.
It's very complex. It basically it combines everything from classical to rock to rap to pop to, I mean, it just has all the elements of modern day musical exposure that we have.
Listening to that, I felt like someone sat me down in a therapy session. That's what it felt like.
I could not agree more about like what makes us human is the struggle, is the pain, is the pleasure, is the happy, is the sad. Being able to feel all of these at once. When he was the demon and he was going through all of like his names and the lights flickering, it is so evocative of like the chaos that can go on in someone's mind. And when he talked about he suffered from psychosis, like that's almost a visual representation of how I would view it. So I've never had psychosis myself, but I can't imagine all the things that he's gone through, and to take all of that trauma and turn it into this performative piece. where he's blending musical genres as well as speaking. It is both musically like beautiful and then blending with the theatrics of it. And when you have those two things together, you can't take your eyes away from it.
I just want to say I commend him for how well he expressed that pain through the song. And I can tell like how dedicated and how much time he took to actually like portray that. Like down to the gown he was wearing, down to the lights flickering in the back, as if he was like being possessed by his thoughts. That was great.
As not only an actress, but as a mother of 4 kiddos, 3 of which have different varying degrees of mental issues going on, mostly lots of autism and ADHD, ADD. But like, I understand the struggle.
In my life experience, I had developed a 20-year drug and alcohol addiction that is kind of along the same line. It's an unnatural messing with all of your mechanics, just like he went through, and it takes years and years to overcome that. But his ability to interpret his human experiences in music so profoundly and just so in your face is, excuse me, I'm going to say it, brilliant. There's no other word to say.
So you think then I have been successful? I have made you interested in Ren at least a little bit?
Oh, definitely. I'm fascinated to hear more because I can only imagine what his other songs sound like, and I bet it's very different from this one, just judging on how creative his mind seems to be.
Oh, absolutely. You've made a fan.
That's awesome. That's what I like to hear.
Yep, well, I'm going to tell everybody.
Even better. That's what I'm trying to do. Spread the Ren love as far as I can.
That's such a great video. I'm actually like so stoked that you showed that to me, because I'm definitely going to do my own research about him, because that was awesome. That was amazing.
Yeah, I think he's brilliant, and I would like to see more for sure.
Oh my God, I'm a huge fan of his now. Huge.
So my mission is accomplished. I have turned you into a renegade.
I am a renegade.
Literally, my favorite part of doing this channel is what we just did. Like,
I see why. I see why you do this.